Hello everyone, my name is Gus.
Hi, I'm Woody.
Today we have a video that was suggested to us because it's at a location we're very familiar with, which is Ginnie Springs, the Devil's Cave system. And you know, at Ginnie Springs, one of the things I enjoy the most is that they allow non-cave divers to dive at the ballroom site, which is great.
Yep.
You get that first taste of what a cave will look like. It's a cavern.
It's a cavern.
And they have a metal grate that doesn't allow you to go into the cave. A lot of flow. It's pretty cool. So if you're curious about what is this cave diving about and whatnot, the ballroom is a pretty cool place.
Definitely.
On the other side, there's another entrance to the cave system where you see the Little Devil and the Devil's Eye and Devil's Ear, which are the entrances to the cave system. They also allow non-cave divers to go there, but they have one caveat, which is you cannot bring a light.
Because they don't want you, as a non-cave diver, going past the no light zone.
Correct.
And so if you don't bring a light, obviously you're going to be in 100% darkness. And there's a sign that separates the cavern and cave. So you just turn around at that point. So
exactly.
I just want to make sure they understood why they say that.
Of course. And for the most part, divers respect that. I've seen open water divers there, and they respect the no lights to discourage them from going into the cave. But not every diver is like that. So these guys film themselves going into the cave area. I don't think they're cave divers, but maybe if you watch, you can show me. You can tell me. But let's
not. But
let's react. Let's react and see. Here we go. All right. So very familiar with this. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bubbles coming out. Ginnie Springs. And
wow. Super clear.
They're approaching. What entrance is this?
That looks like the ear.
That's
because
right.
of the big log that you have to. And by the way, there's a massive amount of water coming out. It's hard to get in the ear. I mean, you have to pull.
Yeah. And by the way,
it looks tannic though here.
Yeah.
This must have been the time of the year where the river tannic water was overflowing in.
There's some intrusion there. I will say though, so far everything they're doing perfectly fine. You can be an open water diver, go in the ear, check out the log area, feel the flow, no problem.
It doesn't look like there's room, but there's plenty of room to get beyond that log.
Yeah, it's a big log.
Well, I'm saying the gap in the sides, you just go right down below it.
You can go through it, yeah.
But it's hard to pull there. Like, you can't really see the flow because there's no bubbles blowing in this video, but it's heavy.
Especially with cave diving gear because you have multiple tanks. You're bigger and all the gear that you have, so.
By the way, this makes me
want to go. So all of this, it's still okay.
Cavern.
Yeah, they're still in the light zone, as you can see, clearly visible. No problem. That's a problem. You're not supposed to have a light.
If they're not cave divers. I don't know if they're cave divers.
Okay.
Yet. Haven't.
He's pulling here.
You can hear that breathing.
It's a fight against the current.
By the way, I stopped it because even here, you would want to probably go with somebody with experience for the first time because there are ways to enter through the ear and not be directly in the middle where the strongest flow is coming because it could blow you straight back up. It's that hard. So you kind of want to use the sides and then you kind of ditch off to the side where the flow is blocked by the other rock. So they're getting to the point where I would not be going in there as an open water diver yet by myself for the first time.
Yeah.
Around that corner to the left, we should start seeing the sign, the cavern sign, and a line.
Yeah. The line's right in front of them, and you can see it's pretty dark already down there.
There's the sign. You see it right there? To the left?
So there's still a sliver of light when you're down there, but you shouldn't have lights on if you're not a cave diver.
It's not allowed. I mean,
Right.
that's why they do it.
Yeah. So now that they'll start filming each other, you'll watch and tell me if you think they're cave divers.
Well, if they're not, they should be stopping right here. Do not go further. And they're obviously reading the sign. There can't be a mistake.
Right. It's not like I didn't see the sign. No, you had lights on, which you shouldn't have to see the sign. So.
Yep, that's all cave back there, so.
This area right here on the left, by the way, is the catacombs, they're called. They're not lined, and you will get lost if you go there. There's no line anywhere in there.
Because it's super tight.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they've passed the sign, I think.
They came around, so until now I'm like, okay, they have lights, which is not good. But now they're going in the wrong direction, which is easy to happen down there.
Very.
So now he's like, maybe I should get out of here. Is it that way? No, that's the sign. So let me go back to the sign, maybe. So you can see the split fins and already tell that they're not cave divers. I mean, right? Look at the kicking.
Well, the signs of them not being a cave diver. I just want to stop it here, okay, because there's so many.
There's
And
evidence.
I don't know, because I don't want them to say, no, we are.
Yeah.
Number one, I personally have never seen a cave diver on a single tank back mount at
Not
Ginnie
even
Springs.
photoshopped.
I've never seen it. Number two, I didn't see any oxygen brought down with them. Most cave divers
None.
are beyond you are a technical diver, so
Right.
you're going to deco.
Right.
You can go beyond the no deco limit.
A Ginnie for sure.
So I didn't see that. Number three, definitely I see only flutter kicking so far with split fins. I've never seen that in a cave diver.
Not even in my dreams.
So these are the signs.
Right.
I don't know how many lights they have. I'm seeing one. Most, and you know, for cave divers, it's 3 minimum.
What could possibly go wrong?
And I don't see any reels as in real safety reels to
Right.
tie off on hanging anywhere. Could be in their pockets. So I'm
Could be.
carefully saying there's a lot of signs that they're not a cave diver.
Right.
You're not as normal jumping further and saying probably they're not cave divers.
You don't have to be Batman to figure this one out.
That's funny. They could be standing also. That may be giving it away.
I feel like I just got a glimpse of a snorkel.
That's a bad sign.
Let's keep playing it, but I think I just saw a snorkel in a cave for the first time in history.
Could be the first time.
Please show this guy's face.
Also, he may have been standing. Pretty sure.
He was standing, yeah, on the floor.
So, a lot of signs. They're like, what's back here?
Yeah. Let's go to...
Full cave.
This is called a gallery, by the way. A Ginnie. There's past the sign.
They're
going...
in the cave.
They're in the gallery, yeah.
If their single light fails right now, they have no light.
Yeah. And no experience. And a single tank. What could possibly
With a
go
snorkel.
wrong? With a snorkel. Yeah, they have a backup snorkel, so that's good. They have that going.
Are we arrogant? Maybe we are. Maybe we are.
I'm just being observant.
But it's dangerous, man.
Super dangerous. Please show the other guy. If they only tether themselves.
I just caught what Gus said. I'm just being observant. It took a minute to register. I'm just being observant.
Plus, they're not tethered, so that's double back.
I don't know. The standing gave it away for me.
Well, we had that cave guide in Mexico who was standing on the bottom, putting reels on the line. So
Silting.
You never
Silting
know.
everywhere.
You never know. Yeah.
Oh, they're
Let's
way
not-
back in the cave.
Let's
guys.
not go that back there. Let's not. There's
don't know.
nothing there for you.
Well, I'm sure he tied off his jump reel to
Oh,
go.
sure, of course. Yeah, sure, it's a legit jump. One of his 3 spools. You can see the split fins in the shadows. So funny. Look.
You know, this kind of stuff to film yourselves. If Ginnie Springs finds out who you are, they're gonna ban you.
For life.
Like, you cannot. The owners are gonna be like, "You're done. We're
Yeah.
never checking you in again."
For life. And by the way, this is a good time to talk about this because I think a lot of people watching this video are like, so what? Are you the police? Like, this
Yeah.
is natural selection. If they die, they die, right?
That's wrong.
That's wrong, of course. But not only because of human decency, like we don't want anyone to die, cave diving or diving, period. But also because I feel at Ginnie specifically, because they make so much money with just drunk teenagers, that we are like one death away from diving being completely banned.
You're right.
They're not going to put a scuba police out there making sure that people going in don't have lights or do have lights or whatever. And by the way, when you check in at Ginnie and show your credentials, they give you like a collar band that tells exactly what you can do. Like, we'll say like DPV CCR cave or whatever. They've never checked that once for me. Or I've ever seen anyone like, hey, what's your band? What color do you have?
Once you're in, you say.
Never. Like, once you're in, you're in. No one cares. But the point is, if anybody dies at Ginnie, I feel like we're close to them closing one of the most popular, most famous cave systems in Florida. And
And
the world.
it could get worse
Yeah.
because now you could get the state of Florida to jump on that bandwagon and say, you know what? It's not worth it for us to have cave diving allowed in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
So it's really could ruin it for us. That's a really good point.
Yeah. By the way, all you need is training. Do the training, get the gear, and go cave dive. This is not rocket surgery. Look at this guy. Snorkel. Look at the snorkel.
I'm trying to stop it.
You missed the snorkel?
I want to pause it on there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so
This
this is really dumb.
Scary.
This is dumb. They're dumb for
Yeah.
doing this.
Now, luckily, this cave has flow. So even though they were walking and disco dancing at the bottom, they're not going to get silted out. So they have that going for them.
The other thing that it does, and we've talked about this, Gus, and I've talked about it with Ed, I've talked about it with Mike. If nothing goes wrong right now for them, which I hope it does, nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
What happens is they gain an artificial sense of confidence that says, oh, we don't need cave diving. This is all it is.
How hard
There
is
was
it?
a line. This was no big deal.
How hard can it be?
I mean, what? Okay, so I'm perfectly qualified to do this. See, they will
Absolutely.
self-qualify by violating the rules and having nothing gone wrong.
Yeah.
That's so freaking dangerous because they basically happen to have nothing go wrong.
Right. I just did
And
it.
they didn't go that far, and they did follow the line. But that does not mean what you did is not unbelievably dangerous, and you now have a false sense of confidence that you think it's no big deal to be a cave diver because you're at the beginning of this cave with tons of flow without needing to jump, where it wasn't silted out, where you didn't get disoriented, and you weren't running low on gas.
Yep.
Bad.
So now they're trying to get out. And there's no line to the exit, as you know.
Oh, he's confused.
Oh, yeah.
He's confused.
So he's like, is this it? Is this where we came from?
Wow.
Yeah. So this way?
Oh, man, this is...
No, I don't remember these sticks. Do you remember sticks? No? Okay, well, there's a sign. We can be far. Is it that way?
Wow. You see?
Pretty sure
Yeah.
it's that way.
Look how fast it can go bad and you can be lost. In a light zone. They're in the light zone and they're
Yep.
lost.
Maybe it's this way. Bro, is it this way?
This is bad.
No, I don't see a hole.
It is confusing, by the way, on the way out right
Absolutely.
there. It is confusing.
Absolutely.
You remember that big left turn they made? So they're not seeing the right turn back out. It's confusing.
Yeah, look at this guy. Filming. Yo, we gotta find the hole.
Well, now you know, dude. You're lost.
Is it that way? Yeah. Dude, do you bring a compass like Donald Cerrone? Yeah, it's this way.
Yeah, but see, now if they have a problem,
They
that
found.
panic would snap in a minute, though. Yeah, they found it, but I'm saying if they would have had a problem right there, okay, panic would have immediately kicked in. They have no training. Then, who knows? I don't know what would have happened, but that air would have been sucked down really fast.
Super fast.
And they're lost. They're just panicking and floundering.
Yeah.
I mean, they found it. I get it. I understand what that they're going to get out, but
Yeah, and they'll
That one-
say,
that could have
"But I
gone
found
bad."
it." Your argument is invalid.
it's not invalid. They found it,
Yeah,
but they could have not found it.
of course. Dude.
It's bad. You see, you can't even find that so easily when you are a cave diver. It's hard. Somebody ran a line, it looks like, by the way, on the left there.
Yeah, there's a
Thing.
line on the wall.
A line probably from the log.
Yeah, that line's not there, by the way, typically.
Yeah, that's got to be somebody's line,
Yeah, probably someone in training.
which is smart to run a line there. And see how they put it out of the way so nobody can get trapped. Oh, it looks like they tied it off to the rock there on the left.
It's pretty good. But they're directly below the open water,
Yeah.
so
No,
which is the right way.
That's great.
Now these are actual cave divers. Look at the difference.
Oh, the guy's coming in.
Yep. You were probably like, "What are you all doing?"
Well, no, not right there. Yeah, they're cave divers. I mean, you look at the reel, 2 tanks, a dry suit.
Yeah. Trim. Non-split fins.
I mean, they look like cave divers. Look how many reels the guy's got dangling from
Yeah.
them.
I mean,
I don't have any other commentary. I mean, don't do that. It's dangerous. They have a false sense of confidence now, and
Yeah.
they got. They got lucky. I mean, I've been confused coming out right there at that spot. That's why really you should run a line, even from the ear into that. It's quickly you can get confused.
absolutely. And it's pitch black. I mean, they brought lights with them, which they shouldn't have, but there's a reason for that. It's to discourage you from pushing it that far and then getting lost like they did at the end. Now, I'm sure they can watch this reaction, watch this video, and be like, "I wasn't lost. I was purposely looking for other exits."
There's no way.
What if Shaq Exley didn't find an exit and I found it on a single tank with my snorkel?
Now this
Guys.
is a good one. I'm glad you did
Scary.
this one. It is scary. Well,
But I want to go cave diving, which is weird.
I really do.
Isn't that weird?
I want to go to that Rocky Horror so bad with you.
Yes.
You know,
Let's
I haven't
do
done
that.
it. You did it, and
Let's do that. But yeah, we've talked about it. Unfortunately, these guys are not the first ones who go in that are not certified. Single tank, snorkel, all that stuff. There was one that we reacted to at Little River, and I'm going to leave that one right here so you can check it out. Just stop doing it. Go get certified, get trained. We're not cave divers, cave diver instructors, by the way. It's not like we're trying to sell you a class.
There's
no class to take here.
And
we're
there's-
not trying to sell you anything.
but there are great cave instructors
Absolutely.
to learn from. Bye, everybody.